Hello, everyone. We come to the fifth part of this program, and I will show you my experience in Aba special or Tibetan ethnic group prefecture in Sichuan province. Over there are a lot of Tibetans, and we have the special Tibetan culture and how they do about poverty reduction. Okay, so I share with you a little bit, but maybe first I want to show you about an artist, Li Li. Hello, everyone. And in this hour, I'd like to introduce first our Chinese side president of China Europe Culture Association. And also, she is a famous woman artist in China. She mainly paints water, mountain, and 山水, mountain and water ink paintings. You can see in this big painting, big work, it's about the Great Wall. Li Li actually graduated from Renmin University or the People's University of China, a famous university, and also I also graduated from there. And she actually used to work in the factory too when she was young, but she later just loved art work because she was born in an art family. Her father used to theater very much, like the artwork also, or drama, these kind of things. So in Beijing, and she's a typical Beijinger, and she also liked to paint the flowers, birds, and she has held the art exhibition in 2018, the first time when we host this Stockholm Culture Night, Stockholm Kulturnatt, in April 2018 for the first time. And later she also bring a lot of artist work, and we held another exhibition, art exhibition in the RBF in June 2018. And we have been planning to have more art exhibition, but you see, during the past 2 years, there were these COVID-19, and we don't know when it will end. Hopefully next year we can have more work. But I was so impressed by these, these large mountain and water ink paintings. So to paint such a big picture, you have to have the strength. And I saw her when I was in Beijing. She really is energetic and very lively and good character. and she is also a feminist. She supports the women in the countryside, and she's also a woman leader in the Beijing Artists Association. So she has been very active in promoting China and foreign countries' culture exchange between China and other countries, especially Sino-Swedish relations. So with a good intention, and I also like to lift her with this art, because China has, all kinds of landscapes, and it's very vivid under her ink and brush. And it's also amazing that she just has a little bit this ink, and she can just paint so well, and it's very creative. It's different from the oil painting, which is rich, but this ink is special and also lasts quite long also. And with a special Chinese painting paper, brush, and the ink. And this kind of technique has also lasted thousands years in China, and it's a typical Chinese painting. So I hope that you enjoyed her painting, and in the future we will host more art exhibition. Yeah, so 我就是首先想介绍一下这个画家李丽，李丽是北京画家，她呢是这个年轻时候也是好像是在就是去工厂啊当过工人，但是呢她就是特别喜欢画画，而且她其实也是艺术世家，她父亲好像是就在北京的这个不知道是个剧团呢还是我没记清楚啊，就是实际上他父亲是在一个艺术单位工作的，然后就是对舞台什么的特别感兴趣的，然后他本人呢也是就是喜欢画画，特别喜欢画，天天画。你看这疫情期间啊，我说你疫情期间干啥呢？他画画呢，天天画画呢，就是他真的就是每天他的这个工作就是画画，特别执着啊，所以呢，人呢性格也特别开朗，然后他在中国人民大学的那个艺术学院毕业啊，研究生班，所以呢，我对他的印象挺好的。他这个画这个大山水哈，在女画家当中画大山水的这个是不多的，所以呢，这个Hello, everyone. I'm Shufei again. In this half an hour, I'd like to just give you a taste about my trip to Sichuan province, where I have visited a Tibetan village. And in this village, actually, it is just one of the village that has done something about the poverty eradication. And you know that China in 2020, in 2021, last year, has eradicated all the extreme poverty in all over China. And this Tibetan village shows that this work has been done. And you can see how rich this village head is. So he get a home, and that home is also a restaurant, actually, and hotel. So it's the village head take the lead to develop tourism industry. And so from his father, he inherited this property, and it's very rich in the Tibetan characteristics, and also it attracts a lot of tourists. But unfortunately, in that area, there was an earthquake first, and then by the time when we went, 2019 October, it's recovered from the earthquake, but and later, now I think COVID-19 maybe affect them too. But the moment we were there, it was really very good. And even the poor family has a similar style. And we visit one woman family, and she has 2 sons, and the village give her help, and one of the sons will get married that year. So she was very happy. And I think I remember she was also divorced. And but the home, it's a simpler than this village head family, but still 2 stories house and a big yard, so very spacious. And the area was also extremely blue sky and clean air and white cloud. It was just impressive and beautiful, I think.
这个还是主要，这还是主要是这个。
咱这村子一共有多少人口？
人口有287人。
人口有多少
？287。
287。
啊。
那现在村子是吧？
现在有一些贫困户，贫困户的原因是什么原因呢？
贫困户是一般都是单身家庭。单身。
哎呀，太好了！
Now we are in this village head's home. These are the journalists that visit the village head home. It's a very, very Tibetan style. We also visited a Tanka Art Institute. Tanka is a special painting art, and it's also special in Tibet for Tibetans. And it was actually developed by brothers, or by 2 brothers or two men, and but also supported by the government. And so they established this institute and or academy, and recruit a lot of young artists from Tibet or Tibetan population. Yeah, so this is also a method to enhance the Tibetan culture and art. 我们也访问了一个就是四川阿坝州一个唐卡艺术学院。这个唐卡艺术学院呢是有一个这个著名的一个唐卡艺术家，在他和他的兄弟的这个帮助下，把他们所有的做生意的钱呢，就是都投入到了这个唐卡艺术，然后他招了很多这个青年的学生，然后这些学生就是在这里常年的就是画唐卡，这一个唐卡可能要画1年甚至几年的时间。而且他们就是要研究这个藏经，研究了之后呢，把所有的藏经里边的故事，通过自己的这个想象，然后再进行艺术加工。如果没有一点这个佛心，能够就是沉下心来做这件事情的话，那是做不了的。所以说到这里学习的人，那也是真的就是身心都得到了这个佛祖的这种。受到了佛教的这种洗礼啊，所以到那儿以后，我们都感觉到，哎呀，一下子身心都感觉干净纯洁了很多啊，真的是非常好的一个地方。
他来给了我们这样的一个这个绘画，整个西藏的绘画界里面是一个泰斗。
He is the principal of this.
是这样的。谢谢。文化遗产的这个展览馆。那么这个图案是早期整个也就是说。
He is the leader of the Tanka Institute.
那么它是一种，首先是我们就像五行，整个宇宙的一种空间，在上千年前，甚至可能是4000多年至5000年前。
This is the logo of this Tanka Art Institute.
就是很多的这个就相当于万字。
This logo means 10,000. The word, the character. Tanka is such a holy art. These people have to study the Tibetan sutras very much. They study a lot, and then they spend months after months, or even a year, or many years even, to paint this. These works also is a kind of recreation. So they study the sutras, the stories, and then they summarize that in their mind, and then they create new stories. It is, my feeling is almost like the journey to the West, you know.
Ja, just det, den 25. Eller hur? Det har varit konsert, konferens.
这个跟西方绘画是有一定的区别的。我们可以知道，就西方
Mycket intressant.
它是近大于远小，或者是故事。离我们最近的一个物体是，它是最大的。但是在西藏唐卡有时候不需要这样讲究，就相当于刚刚说的，就是在一个平原里面，这个立体的，我们可以掌握它的这个，也可以看到它的每一个宫殿里面写的物的一些细节，就是这个。
He is explaining about the palace. What's the meaning of the palace, and how people understand about the space. And he says there is a difference between the East and West on understanding of space.
唐卡的一个特点是什么呢？也就是说，不仅仅是唐卡，整个我们东方绘画艺术的一个特点，就是以线条为主。
He explained that the painting in Tanka is different from the West. He emphasized the lines very much, and also the figures. Even it's a very small figure, it still has important meaning.
那么包括它的材质，我们在各个博物馆、各个美术馆都可以看到它唐卡艺术，用了天然的矿石。实际上，西藏是有矿产资源非常丰富的，咱们大家都知道。但是呢，早在就是可能是800-900年前，慢慢直到现在，都是没有用这个矿物原料。实际上当时也有
唐卡use the mineral color, so it's organic color, because in Tibet there is a special mineral that can form a good color.
人物的像。第二个呢是就像在明堂，第三个是经典，经典也是我们的主。
So they have a very good.
整个工程里面是主要的工程。那么次要的是什么呢？次要的就相当于建筑。
They pay great attention to the material of the painting, and they also pay attention to the suture culture.
但是呢，西藏的唐卡不一样，要矿物原料。第一个，对于虔诚的角度，它有不管是施主或者是画师，对它供养有很高的一个价值。第二个呢，它是早期既然是有这么三宝这么宝贵的这个绘画的这个内容，那么早期人想到一个问题，怎么样子把它演出来？
Okay, so since Tanka, or this is a very special Tibetan culture, and it is very organic and valuable because it uses the mineral color. And this color is this kind of mineral only exists in Tibet. So they emphasize how to inherit this heritage.
一个好的一幅作品和一幅一般的作品，就相当于是说有3个不同人的这个阶层、不同人的角度去欣赏一幅画，会进行判断。
He is talking about the quality of the work.
他首先注重的是这个，他的一种精神层面和这个他的一个构图，这是最高的一个。
He emphasized that the supreme level of the art is paying great attention to the spirit.
他个人觉得是非常好的一幅画，但是呢，这个只不过是他个人的角度。
The second level is personal and individual view with good colors.
第三个人，我们常常就像那一个小孩子，小孩子就像那我小时候一样，我小时候在喜欢绘画，但是从来没想过要成为一个唐卡的这个制作人，从来没。
The third level is just ordinary people, like a child.
那么就像那一个小孩子。 小孩子在成长的过程中，他什么都不会想，他只是
is just a beginner.
那么常常我们带小孩牵着小孩的手，不逛博物馆、逛美术馆去给他教育，这也是一种学习的一种方式。咱们在很多地方就是，每周里面2到3节课，有可能是去逛也是动物所，或者逛博物馆。那么对于小孩，他只有就是说。 比如说有一些好奇的一些小鸟啊，他觉得此时此刻我们就不需要牵着小孩的手，有可能小孩牵着我们的手去到这个。
Children usually think very direct and vivid. Welcome, Dominica. We are in, I'm showing you a Tibetan part of Sichuan province in China. And we visited a Tanka Art Institute. And this is the headmaster there, or principal of the institute, explaining about the Tibetan culture or Tibetan art. He's talking about 3 levels of the artists, and the highest level artists actually pay greater attention to the spiritual essence of the art. Look at this. It's all different kinds of figures. Yeah. And then in the evening, we went to a concert, and that is also typical Tibetan style. And I can't imagine that the Tibetans, when they speak Chinese, also they speak a very standard and very good Chinese. And when they sing also, you know, in Sichuan, we call the Kangba Hans. Kangba Hans is a very strong Tibetan man, you know, can compare with Mao Niu. It's a very, very manly, very manly, and also impressive. And their singing and dancing also very good, very impressive. And similar or the same as my trip to Xinjiang, you know, in Xinjiang, I visited 2 big theaters, and in Tibet also they, no, in Sichuan, in the Tibetan region or area, is an Aba prefecture, and there they also have these theaters, a lot of theaters, and you can see this VR, virtual reality technology is very well used. And by the way, I just introduced Tibetan people actually vastly spread in Western part of China. So it is in Tibet itself, and also in Yunnan province, in Sichuan province, in Gansu province, and Qinghai province. So 5 provinces and regions actually host the Tibetan people. So they are very well spread of this Tibetan culture and customs. Welcome, Helena. Welcome, Helena. Now is the performance by the Tibetans. This is actually 蓝面具. They have a face, and this face is actually like a mask. You know, everybody take a mask, and it's all kinds of animals. And this is almost like a tattoo of the Tibetans. This is their tradition. Very beautiful clothes. Tibetan dance. Tibetan music, dance, and costumes, all the clothes. very special and very typical Tibetans because they have different kinds of masks. Very healthy. Everybody almost like acrobatic. Yeah, this is the yak. Tibetan yak. This sound a little bit sounds like the Mongolian, but also, yeah, I'm not sure because in Mongolia there is Tibetan too. Yeah, in the Mongolia there is Tibetan too. ，This is Tibetan language. Chinese translation. Okay, so you coming from far away, welcome you to come to the Tibetan region or Tibetan prefecture in Jiuzhaigou, Sichuan province. 扎西德勒 means hello, hey. Well, God bless you.
刚风劲吹，这里格桑花浮向天际，雪莲花傲然怒放，正是这神奇迷人的土地，养育了雪域骄子的刚猛与洒脱。
Yeah, the snow mountain has special people, raised special people. Tibetan dance. Actually, I think there is a little in Mongolian too. I cannot distinguish Tibetan or in Mongolian. Maybe in Mongolia it's a little bit more flat, while they are more sort of their arms are stretching much more. So the motion scale is much bigger. The Tibetans are more sporty. Very special and beautiful clothes. I think this is art and it's also part of the tourism. So now in China, everywhere they build a lot of theaters and very fantastic theaters and train many artists and dance and sing, and so tourists can visit the natural scenery during the day, and then in the evening let's go to the theater to enjoy these arts. And these also raise a lot of these kind of technicians. Tibetan people anyway, similar like the Inner Mongolians or the Xinjiang Uyghurs, they are all very good at singing and dancing. Maybe because the nature is just so, on one hand it's harsh, but on the other hand we think it's very good. Actually, the blue sky and the white cloud. So people are happy. This is Qinghai Tibet plateau. Very, very popular song. This describes the Tibetan landscape. Her clothes is also very special. Very special decoration. Wow. Yeah, it's a very beautiful song. This is a typical Sichuan song. Sichuan love song. It's about being brothers and young sister. China has 56 ethnic groups, and this is one of the ethnic minorities also. So the place is very special. The boys seeking love.
接下来的时间呢，继续把一首《雪山升起红太阳》带给你们，同样希望你们能够喜欢，谢谢。
The red sun in the snow mountain. I guess this is a Tibetan language. I cannot understand it actually, but I love this melody. He can't speak Chinese too. Talking about the friendship and drinking the wine. Tibetan people, Inner Mongolian people, they like drinking. Oh, this is a very famous Chinese band. These three people are very, very famous.
谢谢，非常感谢大家热情的掌声，感谢人间。
And also in October, I think October 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, those 4 days, I went to Hebei province. And in Hebei province, I have visited actually Beidaihe, the tourist site, the Dragon Head port, and also the Xiong'an new development zone or new district. And that district is very much like a Hammarbyhöjstad in Stockholm. So it is a typical Chinese role model in sustainable housing, sustainable development. And they have water there, and they also build a lot of sustainable houses, with energy efficiency and green energy, and all the most modern style, with the competition from all over the world. All the high technology has been used, and so I think Xiong'an is really a very advanced district in China. And finally, I went to Dajingmen. There is a word called 大好河山, beautiful country, beautiful landscape, beautiful rivers and mountains. So 河山 in Chinese means just the vast land, the vast country. And also, it was there in Zhangjiakou that the Olympic Games, Winter Olympic Games was held. And when we were there, it was just in the preparation period. And now, I think people all over the world already know that it is a very green and energy efficient and advanced, and the world well-known places now. And good for Hebei province. And and wish you all have a good time and a good evening, my audience. Thank you for watching. I'm Xufei saying goodbye for now.
对，走过去就不走这个回头路啊！咱们一会儿呢就沿着习主席的步伐走，咱们原路回。然后呢，2层大家可以上，然后呢可以观到咱们白洋淀北店的全景。这个
Hebei province.
大家好，这里就是老龙头山海关老龙头。
This is actually the other end of the Great Wall.
天连海，海连天。
It's called the Dragon Head. Dragon Head.
这里就是老龙头，是长城的头源头。
Yeah, the head
可以说也是入海的地方。刚才导游也说了，这个是天下独一无二，就是长城跟海连接啊。海边呢有一个长城，这个是只有在世界上只有这个地方。另外，如果大家远眺的话，也可以看到天海是连在一起的
and the vast sea together. And this is another spectacular art. This is VR, virtual reality in the lake. And you know, this lake used to be just a pit, but you know, the climate change, so it's in the end become an artificial lake. Yeah. Okay, this finished here. Yeah, I think okay, I can stop this sharing. Okay, now I maybe coming back to I don't have much new program anymore. I can share with you again how to make dumplings. I make a small part of that. Okay, I share with you the dumplings. If you have any questions, you can ask me questions, but otherwise I provide you with a simple version of how to make dumplings. Where is it? Share screen. Dun, 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 dun. Here. Hello, everyone. I'm Xufei Chen Aksasong again, and I am the president of China Europe Culture Association, and also I am the chief editor of the Green Post. And as you know that today it is Stockholm Kulturnatt, and I like to teach my Swedish friends how to make Chinese dumplings. We take this special occasion. You know, dumplings is a very, very common food for the Chinese, but you know, this is also a kind of development of history and the economy in China. I first tell you how these dumplings come from, or where it comes from. You know, in the Han Dynasty or the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, China become very, very unstable, actually, almost like Russia and Ukraine now. You know, there was a war and there was a unstable situation, and people actually didn't live a happy life. So a lot of people get a disease, and so they get sick. And there was a famous doctor, Chinese doctor. His name was Zhang Zhongjing. Zhang Zhongjing, I can show you actually. I have a medicine now. This medicine still use his name called Zhongjing. The brand name is Zhongjing. From this, I want to tell you how the Chinese is so obsessive about keeping their tradition and keeping their history, right? So Zhang Zhongjing lived in the 400 AD, and now we are 2022 now, right? And we still use his name. And these dumplings actually is coming from that time, you know. He just, according to his decision, is, you know, Chinese medicine itself is a lot of times has a treatment with food. So you eat different kind of food, make you healthy. And his judgment is when people get poor or famine, you know, usually is the hunger make you sick. So he didn't need to give people medicine, just to give them good food. And what's the good food? Yes, he got an idea. So use flour, this is like the flour, and then make this dough, and then you just make it like this. And then I use this ruler to make it like a wrap. See, I do like this, huh? Yes, you have to be very skillful to roll it in a wrong way, you know, change and then roll and then, yeah. And then you get this round. The key is to make the middle a little bit thick, shorter. and then the side is a little bit thinner, then it's very good. And then use the, here I use the chicken flesh or kyckling på svenska. Or you can have the pork or beef, all these grind meat, and then you put some vegetables and mix them together like this. So it's the filling, and I put this filling into this wrap, and then wrap it. So I wrap it, and this become, and make it, you know, in ancient China, the money is not a cedar or paper money. It is the gold or silver. And our money, the gold or silver, the silver is typical this style. So in the ancient time, this is the silver, is money for us, treasure. So we make our dumplings as a treasure. And this is how it came into being. And later, so first we treat it as a medicine, and later we treat it as the New Year's Eve food or the Spring Festival, the Chinese Lunar New Year. In the New Year's Eve, everybody, all the family members gather together. So we call it a family reunion. During the whole year, the sons and daughters may be working in far away from home or in another city. But when we come to Spring Festival, then we all come back home and sitting around the table and make dumplings together. And this making dumplings is really not a one-person job. It's usually like a teamwork. The old man don't cook other food like my father, but he can make dumplings. So it is really a teamwork. And same time, we watch the TV program. So it's become a very happy time, which is very similar like a Christmas Eve here in Sweden, or Christmas Day. So on the New Year's Day, we also in the morning eat the dumplings. And so that is the festival food. But this is in the before China's opening up and reform. So before 1970 or 1980, we don't have good food. So only the New Year or festivals, so we eat the dumplings. But after the 1980s, when we reform and opening up, and people have money and they can eat dumplings every day. So we treat it as a very normal and very usual kind of food. So you can just go to any restaurant, just order the dumplings. You can buy the dumplings in the supermarket and frozen one. You go to the supermarket, you can also have those people just make it for you immediately, very fresh, and then cook it immediately. You can eat it there too. So this food becomes the most common food in China. And also, so dumplings is a kind of, how can I say, we can say it's a kind of culture, right? So it has a history, has stories. And every Chinese, for example, the overseas students, when we meet or study abroad, when we meet, what should we do? Okay, let's make dumplings together. And just a couple of students, they can just sit together, make dumplings, and then just cook together and talk, make friendship. So it is a very, very good food. And I hope if you can learn this and teach your child to do that at the same time, and your family can sit together and work together and have a family reunion also, right? So you see, it's not difficult, just wrap them together, make it tight, and there should be no rift in between, make them very tight. And then you can, actually this is a steamer. So you can steam it with this Siemens oven. We can actually, so the function, there is one function for 100-degree steaming with water. And you can also, this is steak it. So with this pot, you can also fry that with a little oil, little water, and you can fry this also. So then you can also boil it. You put a lot of water and then just boil it. So if you want very soft and a little bit watering, then you can just boil it. And in the end, you have to have the soy sauce here. You know, this kind of soy sauce, you can see this with vinegar, with garlic, and with vinegar, soy sauce, sesame oil, and also grind garlic, hvitlök. And that's all. Wow, delicious. This smells very good. Tastes very good. Without this, you will feel a little bit disappointing with the dumplings. So this is what my Swedish husband loved most, and every time it's he who did this. Yeah. So I hope you have a good time and you can learn from my video and just experiment that at home. Okay? Yeah. So again, I'm Sufficient Axelsson, and I live in Sweden for 16 years already, and I love Sweden too. Actually, this is my second home, and wish you have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Okay, this part stopped sharing. Yes, we come back, and of course we have still more programs, and I think you might not heard all my 6 hours program, right? So I maybe give you some more songs. Okay. First, I like you to hear Yang Xiaoyin, who is a very famous Chinese artist in Sweden. And she has been trained in Shanghai Conservatory. So she's a very good artist, and she teach music and singing a lot. So I think I hope you can enjoy her singing. The name of the song is called The Sunshine on the Road. It is about China is walking on or towards a good life, like a positive song. But we also like to sing the sunshine. Yeah, it's very beautiful lyric. It's like a Swedish. It's walking on the sunshine, under the sunshine on the road, hearing the little birds chirping, and it's such a fine day, white cloud and blue sky. So we are walking on the sunshine road. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Yang Xiaoyin. Yes, thank you. But we have more songs to, because our time is 12 o'clock, so we still have some time. And I think you can enjoy some more music. I hope you can enjoy the qin. I can play a qin for you. Qin is this sharing. Talking about qin, I like to say that thanks to Swedish sinologist Cecilia Lindquist, she has been already played. I mentioned qin is already played. Sorry, must be something wrong. Maybe I can explain a little bit here. Just now I play this melody. It is actually by Li Bai, a poet in the Tang Dynasty. It's about friendship. It's one good friend, Meng Haoran. Li Bai see him off and give him this song and said, you should drink well, and when you go out to the northwest, you will have no friends anymore. So it's a little bit how can I say, emotional, and this qin is a 3,000 years instrument and a 7-string. And Cecilia Lindquist promote that, and then her teacher's daughter Deng Hong, also a master of qin player, and she come to Sweden and teach us how to play. So the first time when I play with only the right hand, it means I play very basic melody with a single tone. And then the second time, now I use 2 hands, and then I use one hand play and the other hand just press the string. And then the third time when I play, I mix both, and then that's the final version, which sounds more interesting. Yes, and the manner also, when you finished, you just put your hand on top. So I stop this one. Yes, we can have another let's see another song. Let's have another song. Yes, let's have a melody from the Xinjiang instrument. Xinjiang instrument. Here, share, and it is this one. Not very low. This is a famous Liang Zhu. It's also the ancient love story. It's very beautiful. Let's have any other songs. I think I should have another song. Yes. This is also very good. Crystal Wu Jing, she is a blind girl, but she is like a Pearl Harbor, no, Helen Keller, Chinese Helen Keller, but she is living in Sweden, Chinese living in Sweden, and she's a flautist. She's very good in the music. I think in this hour we listen more music. Let's share. Thank you very much, Wu Jing, Crystal Wu Jing. Wonderful performance. We have more music. Now let's welcome actually Liu Qian and her son sing a song called the Blossomic. Yes. Hey, thank you, Liu Qian and Su Zixian. Yes, let's listen to another song. The other song is called 梨花又开放 the pear flower blossom. Let me share it. This is what I worried. I have too many files and just okay. I think that first let's listen to a choir. It's called from Inner Mongolia. From Inner Mongolia, and it's called Swangis, which is very good. I share it. Already share it or not? Yes. Share it as Swangis. Yes. Yes. This is also very beautiful. Thank you for the Swedish music-loving choir, our Chinese sisters. Yes. Stop here. Now let's welcome the student Joe, who sing a song. Let me share the screen. It's called a pear flower blossom. Share it here. This is also a beautiful song. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. It's a beautiful song. Now we have another song. I can sing a song. I really like to sing a song. Okay, yeah. I think I sing a song for you. I sing a song. It's called Mongolian song. Follow me to the grassland. 跟我的心去趟草原吧，那里有会唱歌的河水，也有成群散步的牛羊，也是我梦中的家乡。跟我的爱去趟草原吧，那里有会飞的马群，也有朵朵流浪的白云，也是我感受真正的梦想。我多想骑上一抹彩虹，为我的草原歌唱，让星星轻轻地问，让蓝天拥抱。跟我的忧伤去趟草原吧，那里的琴声悠扬，啦啦啦啦也是我感受着，也有融化眼泪的酒香。我多想醉倒在这宽宽的草原上，好让我能够闻到那草根的清香。带我去草原吧，带我去草原吧，带我去草原吧，那是我最向往、最痴迷的地方。This is a song about Inner Mongolia. So follow me to the grassland. It's the grassland is very beautiful and sentimental, and so especially when in Sweden, when it was in winter, I really wish to see the blue sky and the grassland, and so have a good feeling about it. Now I like to sing another song. Is called 西海情歌。西海情歌 is the also a love song from Xinjiang, and it is by a man from Sichuan, and he's called Dao Lang. 自你离开以后，从此就丢了温柔，等待在这雪山路漫长， 听寒风呼啸依旧，一眼望不到边，风似刀割我的脸，等不到西海天际蔚蓝，无言这苍茫的高原。还记得你答应过我，不会让我把你找不见。可你跟随那南归的候鸟飞得那么远，爱像风筝断了线，拉不住你许下的诺言。我在苦苦等待雪山之巅温暖的春天，等待高原冰雪融化之后归来的孤雁，爱在难以续情缘，回不到我们的从前。一眼望不到边，风似刀割我的脸，等不到西海天际蔚蓝，无言这苍茫的高原。还记得你答应过我，不会让我把你找不见。可你跟随那南归的候鸟飞得那么远，爱像风筝断了线，拉不住你许下的诺言。我在苦苦等待雪山之巅温暖的春天，等待高原冰雪融化之后归来的孤雁，爱在难以续情缘，回不到我们的从前。还记得你答应过我，不会让我把你找不见。可你跟随那南归的候鸟飞得那么远，爱像风筝断了线，拉不住你许下的诺言。我在苦苦等待雪山之巅温暖的春天，等待高原冰雪融化之后归来的孤雁，爱在难以续情缘，回不到我们的从前。Okay, finally, I like to invite today's superstar. Actually, it's the famous male, not soprano. Actually, he exercised soprano during the COVID-19 days in the past years, but he is, a little bit lower voice, and he's from Germany, and he actually has been very famous in the Western singing, Western style of singing, but he how can I say? Now he sings a lot of Chinese songs. Let me look at him. If I can find him somewhere. Where can I find him? No. Okay. It should be here. Time is up. Okay, since time is up, I just invite Annie to play the last piano piece. It's called For Alice. And then we are going to sleep. Okay, so I share the screen. Okay, thank you, Annie. And our time come to an end now. So wish you all, my dear audience, to have a good sleep. So good night. Bye-bye.